realize it whatsoever. So I could have been making nature checks.
No, you
But,
didn't. You just took
Live.
knowledge nature this turn.
That was a little loud. Sorry.
well, I don't know how in the
We're
world I
live.
got plus,
We're live.
hold on. Hold on.
Because knowledge skills are class skills for you.
Well, I got like a plus,
All right.
looking at the wrong one.
So,
Plus 8.
You put 2 points in it, and it's a class
right.
skill. And then you have your
I can't be
stat
loud.
bonus.
We're live. I
Okay.
can't be loud. Also, now having visited, it's not right that Tay is sitting even with Sab. Sab, you need to sit up straight, or Tay, you need to sit your actual height.
Oh, I'm leaning back.
I know.
I also had it. I also took it off my laptop off the
kidding.
table for a minute. Look at this. I didn't even notice this until you told me to move. I went to go put it back on the table.
And that's when you get sneak attack for 6d6 points of damage and a fireball to your anus.
Spear took the entire table.
He's a rogue wizard.
Let me just sit myself down here, Morty. We're good to go with the entire table.
Hey, Seda,
Seda
do us
rushes
all a
past.
favor and take that bear out of your pack, please. Also, Garrett, you need to do locate,
Ma.
No, wait on Garrett's casting thing until we're dealt with the Spear situation.
So where am I totally
it's dealt with.
now?
He's passed out.
Fear-
He's gonna be passed out for a
yes.
little while.
Firu
So go
is
ahead and
out.
do it.
He is very warm to the temp. I didn't want to say hot. He's very warm to touch. He's very hot to touch.
It's getting hot in here.
So it's
Melanie,
like he had a
Melanie
giant
kind of just goes,
sunburn.
I'm going to check on these guys.
So like mutters under her breath. Yeah, wish I had that luxury.
And
I thought
it
the
is-
fox was like chilling by the fire.
just a reminder, it is, even though it came over with you.
Oh, okay.
And it looks back and just goes, this one finds it curious that this happens. Does this happen often?
No. Which part? Because some of this stuff seems to, yes.
This one will enjoy your company.
I wouldn't chill it on my shoulder too much.
Sab wasn't trying to like keep
Noted.
Seda away from Fear. Sab was just while Fear was conscious,
Right.
being ready to try and block if he
Yeah.
like kicked with his hooves or something.
Right.
He collapsed. He's
So
out.
Sab would have just let Seda go past.
She's still
It
rushed
is
anyways.
I forget. Did the tent actually burn down, or did it just
Okay.
get a little
Roll
messed up?
T8 plus 3 or something like that.
It's plus caster level, isn't it?
Plus 4, my bad.
Oh.
Yeah, Melanie actually has a weird thing going on that makes her take 2 less there.
Did fear wreck the tent, or is it still kind of?
It burned.
Yeah, the tent is just gone. Just like it went
Oh,
up.
okay. I was about to say, fix it, Seda. You have those gloves.
You fully heal Firu, but he is still unconscious.
Hey Garrett,
I do
Yep.
want one of those.
I have to tell you something out of character.
Yeah.
Didn't you get told before we left here by a certain skull that there was something worth finding? A certain object that might.
Yeah, definitely. But first, we got to get to the whatchamacallit place with safety.
Why would we have to get there first? What if we pass it on the way and then we'd have to come back out to this godforsaken jungle?
I'll do a quick pellet for us to determine whether or not we are going to be passing it.
What's that? You're gonna do what, Daniel?
The object that we came here for.
Mhm.
Well, can I do a quick thrust?
Yes.
Do a quickie. See what's around here somewhere.
You do your quick thrust, and you get pulled to the south So when you
Whoa.
do your thrust, you actually get pulled and you bump into Sab.
Roll a reflex.
South of which?
Wow.
Actual south or south of Sab?
Like
You get
south,
pulled.
actual south, which is also behind Sab.
No,
God,
Sab was sort of facing Tay. So, how tall is Garrett?
So you just kind of humped her
He
leg.
is. More or less.
No, I think Garrett's much taller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's like
Cause Sab
Four
is like,
something.
yeah.
So you humped her torso or something. I don't know.
well, that's how you do it, isn't it?
The belly button on the woman.
Only comment. Whoa now.
He is 5'6".
Yeah, so
Okay.
you're a foot taller and a foot longer.
It's not a whole foot taller. Cause Sab is like, I want to say Sab was
It's in your
4'11".
character.
Tay is
It doesn't
4'11".
matter because we're using terms that he doesn't use in everyday life.
Okay.
He's using the correct system of measurement. We're using ones that end with toes.
Yeah.
Melanie
So anyway,
walks over
Sab would
and
just
says,
sort of be like, well, I can assure you I don't have it on me.
Melanie goes, oh, hang on, and she pulls out, pull this up over, I need to remember the components for things.
We're gonna
but I
build
can't.
a tent around Firu because Firu's out, so we kind of need to.
No, Sabrath knows how to handle this. Throw a blanket on him. I did that just to say to type it.
She reaches into a place in her sleeves, and when she does, she chucks out what looks to be a small piece of cloth, and when it lofts to the ground and touches the ground, it pops out into a tent.
Oh,
Kinda
I thought it was going to be a small, brightly colored piece of cloth, and then she keeps pulling, and there's more pieces of cloth, and more pieces of cloth, and more pieces of cloth.
No, that's a wizard.
Ta-da!
And she then steps inside the tent and casts an enchantment, and comes back out and says, "That should keep you safe. I warded it against extreme temperature fluctuation."
She has some interesting spells.
Yeah,
Alright,
I made
we
her
already-
the useful.
Utility character, essentially.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, but
Firu, you just became a
Clementine plus
space
orange
heater.
tastes like
Thanks.
Tastes like what?
puke. It tastes like throw up.
What tastes like?
I had one of the Lindor truffle things, and then drank the Clementine, and it just tastes like throw up. I didn't think that.
It's like orange juice and toothpaste.
Somebody
man.
roll me a will save to see if I need to vom.
Alright, I'm gonna guess that you have a will save of +4.
Fantastic.
No. I failed that. You see
So,
a-
guys, I think you guys are failing to see the pros to what just happened to Firu. We now have a portable space heater.
Just what you need in the heat of Zendrick.
Yep.
Yes. In a tropical
can't-
jungle.
Wintertime.
Yes,
In the wintertime.
Established.
You get
The
so hot
rainy
that
time? During the rainy times? It'll be good.
yeah, you get so hot around
So-
him that makes you cold.
So,
Well, I guess. Oh, can you change ours to our max HP?
I did on the one
Okay,
map,
mine
but
is
not
70.
here. Oh, it's 70?
Yeah.
My bad. Alright.
My max, I think, is 38.
38? Alright.
And Garrett's is something.
Garrett says something.
Garrett is 49.
Oh, did he not take? Wait,
And Melanie is
he's 5th level like the rest of us. He's been getting. He got 10 HP for his first 2 levels.
minus
Did he
1
stop
for each.
taking? Yeah, but
Skill
then
point
he was
each.
doing the extra hit point, wasn't he?
No, he's doing skill point.
Oh, okay.
Zeta is the same. Firu is. There.
Oh,
Alright,
did Fury
everybody's
get
up.
more HP than me now?
No, he still has less.
Okay. I just got past him, and now he's better
Alright, so
than
just
me
to explain
again.
to everybody watching, this little light up right here, this little light of mine, it only shows the hex that they're on and half of the hexes around them. That's it. Everything else that's not in that little circle cannot be seen, so don't spoil. They are on a trek. They've been traveling for like 3 days. However, I need Seda to roll something as you are sleeping near. Firu, bring us back to this map real quick. You're sleeping near Firu. You guys can move however you want to camp up. It won't matter too much, I don't think.
Sal will be sleeping next
I
to
need you
Tay.
to roll an 85% chance of being crazy. She's like the weather.
He's like, hold on, I gotta chew.
I do have to choose, sorry. Alright, so what happens is she rolls 85 or less. She's crazy. I tell her what happens. If it's 86 or higher, she's not crazy. She is crazy. In the middle of the night, she wakes up next to Demon Horse Centaur, having, for some reason, totally and abruptly forgotten about what happened. Then it all hits her, and then she runs out of the tent and begins to stop, drop, and roll. It's 3 a.m.
Is she loud enough for that to wake anybody up?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's screaming. What languages do you guys speak? Sorry, it'd be better if I just looked really fast, actually.
I have
Okay.
Catfolk, Common, Draconic,
Firu
Elven, Giant, and
understand.
Goblin.
I think I'm
Catfolk,
just
Elven,
Goblin and
Common.
Common.
Catfolk, Elven, Common.
Wow. You guys aren't educated at all.
Yeah. So you guys don't understand a damn thing she says. Because she's speaking Sylvan. Yeah, shit.
Only Furious understands that.
Kit understands and Firu understands. Both Firu, like, he actually gets up from this. He wakes up having pretty much enough time to have had his rest. Looks outside, sees her screaming in Sylvan that she's on fire. And Kit wakes up and kind of like nudges tail. That one is on fire.
Sam's looking at Seda and just like,
I'm gonna put my head up.
She's like
Doesn't
rolling
appear
around
to be
in,
on
in
fire.
wet leaves. Just
but she's not actually on fire, is she?
no, she's not
No.
on fire. None of her stuff is burning away. It's not invisible flame.
So all Sab sees is that she's rolling around and,
And screaming.
screaming gibberish.
Yeah, very pretty
Sab's kind of
gibberish.
like,
I'm gonna go out there and try to help her chill
To
out.
Sab, it sounds like she's actually, when you look at her, it sounds like she's singing and doing some sort of dance where she rolls. It would be better, like, it's like she's doing an interpretive dance and singing. That's how it is in Sylvan, because it's more melodic.
okay. Well, this is a weird ritual.
I'm gonna go try to calm her down.
What do you
Like
mean,
Seda.
calm her down?
Seda, you're not on fire. Seda,
She's
you're not
singing
on
the
fire.
song of her people.
Not singing the song of her
I
people.
need a will save to disbelieve that you are not on fire.
I'm saying that in common, by the way, because I don't know that language.
You're getting a +2 to this because both Firu and Tay are just standing there. You're okay, you're not on fire. Neither. This is versus your craziness. That's what we'll start
Singing.
calling her. Yes, your craziness.
I like it.
You will save, yeah. +2. You stop for a second, and you look, and you see Firu, and he's of course changed. And you look at Teo, and you just go, "Of course I'm not on fire." And then you get up and walk to your tent.
See, I told you she'd be fine if you just let her finish her song. Now you probably
Alrighty
pissed
then.
her off.
All right, I'm going back to bed.
Did she say that in common?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
No. And what it sounded like to you, Sab, is they went out there and said, "You're not on fire." And she just stands up and goes, "Of course I'm not." Like, of course I'm not. This isn't a performance.
So Sab just thinks that she had a diva moment. Tay, you shouldn't be so harsh to judge people when they're showing you their personal, performances and things. Jeez. That's rough.
And the next day comes by. Dawn actually brings like cracks and beams of light through the tall jungle trees. There's a heavy like mist on the ground. It's not a fog, it's an actual mist. You can feel it as you poke your head out of your tent. And
And Jax announces
yeah.
his
his presence, we have an encounter against Jax where everybody loses. So
A predator in the forest somewhere is mimicking the cries of a child to lure you in.
Scooter's we only need Scooter to join in on this now.
you look around and you see that there's still the large pile of Spinosaurus ash. And coughing,
Got a little bit,
coughing,
got a little
coughing.
bit of Spinosaurus ash in my throat.
Yeah. So you're looking around and hang on. It's hard to concentrate. Okay.
Wait, we're looking around. Quick, perception check, everybody.
There you go. You can make perception checks.
Ooh, I've got a +9 now.
What am I making perception checks for?
You're just looking around, poking your head out the tent.
I'm looking around at nothing. I'm checking out Sab's fine ass.
Nice.
Garrett, perception.
All right.
Alright, my special eyes.
Could I have talked with this fox a bit before we went to sleep? Like, figure out the name.
Kit. Anytime you ask its name,
I
it
mean, I
just
know
goes
what the name
Kit.
is.
Yeah, where is it?
I'll call you Kit then.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
know,
for
I saw,
chat,
I
that's
saw
how
how
it's
it was
spelled.
spelled.
Yep. All right. So
Alright.
make sure that the AC's on properly, or the heater's on properly for him. I don't want to be too cold.
+10 now. God damn.
Hey, do you think we
There you
could
go.
sell Spinosaurus ash as a
Component.
as an herbal remedy or something?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
just
Sorry.
mix a pinch of this in your water every night. Natural male enhancement.
Okay. So with that perception, basically you see that it's actually going to be a decently cool day with this rolling mist on the jungle floor. At least cooler than normal. You don't see any trails or anything like that, but like, of course, any man-made trails. But what you do see is where the Spino came in is directly south of you as well.
It might have a mate somewhere. Let's not go south. Let's go south
East?
east.
Southeast, yeah. On my screen, you went
So,
west. That's
this way?
east. Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
That's east, so that's
Yeah.
southeast.
All right. So we travel south.
Is everybody cool with that?
Well,
Garrett.
it's too late. I think we
Yeah.
already moved.
Okay.
It's like I think we already moved because that light changed location. So,
Yes,
um,
I have moved you.
We're never gonna
Was-
make it to this place.
ever.
Was
It's
there
gonna be
enough
like
time
session
to
28.
ask that? I wonder if they knew if. I'm gonna ask Melanie if she knows what happens to familiars.
When they die,
Yeah. Do they go back to their original plane?
they die like any of us.
Joy.
If they're not summoned back, when they're summoned back, it's from the astral plane, according to research that I've studied. So,
So if you want to keep that promise, you're gonna have to get her back at some point.
Tay
Yep.
begins to master spells to summon familiars.
So we're on. Oh, has the big one let people ride it yet?
No, it's not.
Ooh, do I get to do another handle animal check?
No, you auto do it. You do the take 20
Oh.
with fear. So the big one's still not letting us ride him. Okay.
The big one is, I mean, it's docile in nature and it's getting, free food from you guys basically. So, it's continuing its guard dog duty. But you guys make it through this hex safely through the day. You don't run into anything strange or unusual. Nothing attacks you.
All right. Do you want to try and go another area? Because we can do 2 a day with the mounts.
Mhm.
What do you think, Garrett?
Yeah, I got a bad feeling if we try to stay around too long. So
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go another southeast.
Should we
one.
go south or southeast, Garrett?
maybe do another quick pelvic thrust to see if we're going our way.
You're going robo
Well,
on
your
me.
pelvic thrust is for locate object. That's to find where Ziggy's thing is, right?
Yeah. If we can try to get a long path, well, we have to go like up here somewhere to get to the safe place. Eh?
Let's see.
I'm gonna refresh real quick and see if that fixes that robo noise.
Okay. The hexes, if I remember right,
Nope, I think that made it way worse.
I can't remember. Is everybody roboting for you?
Oh, I hear you fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I was just catching static for a second then.
Okay. I can't remember what I made the hex's size based on. It's all supposed to represent basically a 110-mile trek, but for some reason Roll20's measurement thing isn't working properly. Actually, I should be able to pull it up here. 9 miles is each hex. So in
Okay.
this thick jungle, they're basically only doing about 20 miles a day.
So we know that the place it was supposed to be. We started back here, right?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay. We know that the place was supposed to be in Yay direction. Something like along that arc.
In that direction somewhere.
I say we go southeast to give us a little bit more away from where the Spinosaurus was. And then let's start heading south a little bit more. Say to Garrett Tay.
They want
I'm
to head
fine.
south. You've moved one tile. Sab is voting to move a second tile. There was no encounter that first tile. Okay. All right. So we move to the next one.
I mean, we have no way to scout at the moment without doing really dumb things.
All right.
First thing first. Perception.
We don't.
I am
Step back.
seeing if there's anything of interest in this area, okay? Or something that can potentially get us killed, alright? Not to
Sounds
mention
good.
we're gonna be making
Size.
We're gonna be
PC,
making camp
PC,
on
can
this,
you refresh? It is getting very robotic now.
Ooh, excuse me.
Is that better?
Yes,
Yes.
much better. Thank you.
Oh, I meant to ask this before this session. Does reduce person actually work on giant creatures like the Spinosaur that we fought the other day?
Person
That would
doesn't.
be cool.
You have
Oh.
to have reduced monster.
Reduce monster. Okay. So the reduced person, it says humanoid creatures. What are considered humanoid creatures besides the players and the NPC?
Actually, that's an interesting question.
sorry, what's
Does
that,
Firu
Ta-
count as a person for reduced
Fear-
person and large
fear
person?
counts as a humanoid, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Person works on humanoid. Monster works on all non-humanoids. So anybody that's a humanoid is considered a person. Okay. So you guys stumble across some ruins in this town. I'm not placing you on the map because I'm not considering you approaching it yet. This is off in the distance to you, some 200, 300 feet. So you see what looks to be what's left of 3 large buildings and a large gateway arc thing, kind of like what Stonehenge has. It's one of those big things. And then there's a large 15-foot tall by about 25-foot long obsidian block in the middle.
Okay. Most of the time, all I heard was fear meowing. But I did hear about something being 25 feet long and 15 feet high or something. That's all I heard.
It's a giant stone dildo.
I was like, oh my god, pick up the cat, please.
Okay, so we see a bunch of ruins ahead. With our perception checks, do we see anything moving amongst them?
Yes, the 27 does. Just a moment as I grab what you see.
All right. Let me zoom it out too.
You see several ebon-skinned, white-haired figures wandering about the ruins. You count more than 2, but you can't count exactly how many. They're like kind of moving all about the place.
Do they look like they're patrolling?
One looks to be patrolling. This one here, I'll mark it with a red.
Okay.
The other one that you see, I'll mark with a blue, doesn't seem to be patrolling, but more seems to be searching.
Do I have any idea? So I'll point them out quietly to everyone else. Do I have any idea what they are? What kind of
Yeah,
check
you've seen
would I
Drow
roll
before.
for?
They're Drow.
Can I do?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, never mind. So it's like, I'm gonna say, could I do like a perception check to try like predict their patterns, like how they're walking around, or is it just a random?
This one, you don't have to do that for. This one guards around the gate. It does a circle motion, kind of like this deal, if you can see that.
So he's guarding that gate,
Yeah.
even though it's not really a functional gate.
Location-wise, you guys are in that direction.
But we can still see that there's like a big expanse over here, but there's no wall.
Yeah, these look
And
to
no
be
wall.
like they were some like 3 separate buildings or something back
Okay.
in the past. These are probably ruins of just a small giant. Not even really a settlement, just a place.
Is there any
What do we know
giant
about-
writing anywhere?
What do we know about?
Like
Drow
especially
in
on the
Evermont?
location that we can see here? Like is there any writing
Nothing's
on this
inside of
stone?
it. There's no special markings. Nothing written in giant or anything like that.
What do we know about Drow in Eberron?
What do you know about Drow in Eberron? You know about Drow in Corvair. In Corvair, they're not super prominent. You saw some in Sharn. Most people have a downward look on them. They typically see them as evil, thieving, that kind of stuff, though there are some that aren't the case. In Eberron, Firu can tell you from his adult books
I also read them.
that, yes, and Tael can also tell you that they are very nasty, very mean. They are nicknamed the Scorpion Drow, where they worship the Scorpion God, the Scorpion King.
They worship
basically-
Dwayne Johnson?
Yep,
We
pretty
are,
much. Yeah.
we are screwed.
Yeah, exactly. They essentially pillage, raid, plunder. These guys live in Zendrick. This is their life. They don't need a settlement. They don't need to do anything. They're like they're Zendrick's Dothraki.
So, in other words, we know there's some badass mofos.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
And we
Firu's
probably should just
This is
avoid
not
them.
people. This is not people we want to engage.
you don't have to engage these people, but Firu tells you that on one particular issue, he could, or he had read that, and Tael, you remember this issue too, that the party had got the jump on some drow who were seemingly in a random area. They were there for some treasure, and they were scouring giant ruins, much like this. And there was a chamber under the settlement that they found. Just in the book, it was just droves of treasure. But Tael, you remember specifically that 2 people in the book died,
Yep.
and that a couple others lost some limbs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's steer clear of these guys, at least until we can get to. Let's steer clear of them as best we can.
All right, roll me a stealth check.
Well,
We've got the highest.
before that,
Everyone.
we're still a good ways out.
Yes, you
Aren't
get
we?
a bonus to it and everything. I've got that calculated. I just want to know on the off
Okay,
chance.
I was
that-
actually going to check one other thing. I was going to do a survival check to see if there were any tracks near us. Okay,
no.
like they'd gone
Grounds.
out as far as we were. Okay.
Yeah, the ground's pretty much just tons of underbrush. You don't see any tracks.
All right.
You roll a
stealth check.
dexterity check if you don't have the skill.
Is that high enough that I can help other people try and be stealthy as well?
We'll find out.
Well, next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Shuts down stream.
Ah!
3 episodes
Next
later.
Can I give? I was about to say, can I give guidance to myself?
As long as they don't notice you casting the spell.
No.
That
I'm
dice is cocked. It says 66.
What?
It was weird. Does Fear have anything to reroll? No,
He
just
can
has the
mythic surge.
He just has the Mythic Surge.
Did I roll high enough to give him a bonus?
You rolled high enough to give somebody +2.
Okay. So we'll see. He's going to use the surge.
Oh wait, was that enough to make the check? Because we can know
I need
before
a
we. use the
stealth roll, Garrett.
Ooh.
Yeah, so did
Pretty
Firu
sneaky.
fail the check?
Hang on.
'Cause
I'm getting
he-
everybody's initial checks first, and then I'll go through
Okay.
the results.
Okay, because
Wait, you rolled, Garrett?
I'm trying to find.
Oh, your stealth?
Your
Your stealth is +9.
No, my PDF just pushed on me.
Does this mean that Sabrith vanished? No, it's just a 22. Nat 20 on skill checks doesn't mean anything special. And it shouldn't.
Alright, let's see. Stealth +9. Cool beans.
Yep.
Hey.
Alright. Garrett, you can give somebody else +2.
Alright, who got the lowest?
We'll see. So far, Fear got it.
But we get to know if it failed or not before we use a search.
Yeah, Sada's doing something else.
Okay.
Oh, you're using a mythic search on Fear.
Even without knowing what the result was?
Oh,
That is correct.
so the 7 was a fail?
The 7 and the 10 are both a failure. So now the 7 is a... what is that? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is also a failure, so 12 and a 10 are a failure. No, he used his. No, you cannot give
Use
yours
a-
away to him. You can give your
Use a
hero
search,
point away.
Tay.
What is that, a 1d6?
That
Yeah.
spell has to be cast first, or it has to be something like Momentary Glimpse or something like that. Or no, whatever it is.
And I'll give a +2 to Tay.
Okay, hang on.
Gets her to a 16.
So Tay has a 16 who has a success now. So the only person that's failing is Firu, and he's failing by 3.
And Garrett can only give a +2.
I was going to say, can I give guidance to him to make that go up one more?
No, the roll's already been made. That's what I was just explaining to Shy.
I mean, I can use a hero point so that we get past this and not have to engage. Because I think I still have the 2, and that's
Yes,
it.
so the way that works is you can use the hero point to act out of turn, which will let you cast guidance.
Was 1 all he
Yeah.
needed?
If Garrett gives him the +2,
I give him the +2.
okay, and then that brings it to a 14, and then the 15 will be a pass if you use your hero point.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Alright. So what happens is you hear something crack about 60 feet above you, kind of diagonally, and you look up and you actually see that there's a drow in the tree scouting. And his footstep cracked on a branch, and when you looked up, you cast guidance on Firu, and the flame and ember from his tail kind of like died down, and you guys stepped behind a tree out of vision of the drow keeping watch, and you continued on your way, getting through that area and far enough away to set camp.
So, Fear still has that map of the area, right? And we sort of have a vague idea of where we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will Fury let us make a mark on his map?
Oh hell no.
No. No. That was already a heck no. But I can
Well,
write
you
it
know,
down.
Fury,
I
we
have a
might be able
journal.
to come back.
I have something to write on.
Oh, Tay has a map too?
I have something to mark on. I made a makeshift map because he
Okay.
won't. Because I don't think I have that issue. Do I
Make
have
a
that
mark on.
as a map?
If you were keeping your issues with you, yes.
Well, yeah. Kind of
Okay, then yes.
All right.
Okay,
We're
so
gonna put something very little, like a bookmark, on it.
Put
instead of
somewhere between-
messing it up.
Firu's just looking away like,
I'm not marking it. I'm putting a piece of paper right there.
oh goodness.
We're gonna try and make it stay there.
Oh, it hurts.
Okay.
That was an S grade comment. Adult book,
This
sorry.
wasn't a first edition.
Still, that would have been double S.
all right. Come on,
So,
let's make camp.
if you make a survival check with that map, you get a +4. In regards to where you think you are and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. Oh, we can do that at any time?
To
All right.
figure out where you've been traveling, yeah.
Okay, let me do that real quick. So I get 14 then, because my natural survival is plus 10.
The
But
plus
only
2 on
people other
survival.
than Sab get to add +4.
Okay,
Alright,
so
beautiful. You determine that Zantashk is directly south.
okay, directly south of us from now.
And by your estimate, if you traveled 18 miles a day, you'd be there in 4 days.
All right. Do we want to just speed through that, or just get there, or do we want to take all the time going there? Because you said we can speed up at times. I don't know if this is a time we're allowed to or not.
Yes, you
Well, if
haven't
there's,
had an
if
encounter.
there's a travel later, let's use the travel later. I hate walking in airports. Let's go.
If there is an encounter so basically what happens is if there's not an encounter, you get to just briskly go through that hex. You get basically a free hex. If there is an encounter that you actually fight in, then you don't get to freely move through the hex.
Okay.
If there is an encounter and you're blasting through, then you risk a surprise encounter, basically.
Okay, so let's not do that. I don't want to be surprised by bears. All right, let's work on setting up camp. Who has what skills again?
Well,
Okay.
I got.
I got to
Alright,
make no
survival.
skill checks at all because
Oh, that's right. I did the
I was
perception.
moral support.
Okay, I have a plus 10 to survival.
What were the checks that needed to be made?
It was perception, survival, and nature.
I can
Uh,
make a nature check with a +8.
That's higher than I have.
Just remember PlayStation Network and you got it. Perception, survival, nature.
Nah.
Okay, do the nature check.
Is anyone else's nature higher than mine?
Mine is +7. I think I'm the next highest.
Also, what kind of check would I make to figure out what would deter bears?
Well, you've got 3 women there, so you're screwed. Because periods attract bears.
Oh,
Oh,
you went there.
And
Now you're putting the whole station at risk.
Quick,
She's bringing
eject the women out the
bears.
airlock.
Alright, so we
Okay,
got
anyone
a 27 in
else?
perception, knowledge nature first, and then...
I am going to give myself guidance just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, add a 1 to that.
I've got to wait for... Oh, there it is, okay. So, a 18, and then Sab was doing survival.
I guess I've got a +10 to it.
Alright. Rub that survival all over this place. Alright. Tail, you don't discern anything strange or unusual. So
Fury
you
can
try
back
and,
her up as well on nature.
You try and figure out what would deter bears, and that would be any kind of... all you can really do is think of things that would help attract bears. So you make sure to like put away the food and like hide things to not attract them instead. So any bears that I roll, I'll re-roll
Okay.
That's fair.
into Spinos.
Freaking Spinos.
All right. So whoever else has survival should make survival checks to get food, as long as all the other checks are passed well enough that
Yeah,
we don't have to worry about.
Yeah,
Okay.
seems they're all fine. So Firu,
So
And we also have meat for
Seda.
5 days, so we're good.
Fury, Seda, and Melanie can roll survival now.
Does Firu suddenly have a taste for meat?
We'll
he
find
doesn't have
out
a
when you roll
taste for it.
survival.
He doesn't have a taste for it. What is that?
Huh?
Oh, is that your chair? Okay, her chair was making weird squeaky noises. It was like, meow, meow, meow.
Is that Fury's survival?
Ouch!
Yeah.
He doesn't even find enough food for himself. So what happens is he's out there and he sees berries, and then he sees like an animal going by, and he's just like, I don't want that. Why do I want that? Say she gets enough food for herself. But there's food back at camp, and Fear will eat meat.
Oh
I
snap!
got enough. I got enough food for several people, I think.
Yeah, we have 5 days worth of meat, too.
Yeah,
so.
but I
You
got
can feed
extra
your bear
food
off that. That's
anyways.
fine.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Because we sort of preserved that meat.
We did.
You also want to try and find fresh stuff so that you can save your preserved stuff.
If you're into that. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, we're still on time. So, yeah, Fear will eat meat, and it's just as weird for him as it is for you guys. As he's kind of like
Sam-
chomping down on it, he's like, why is it so stringy?
What part are you eating?
He got a fatty piece.
Yeah, he got a fatty piece. Okay.
You're eating a
What do
fatty
you make it?
piece.
She prestidigitates his food to make it taste like.
Veggies.
I knew she was gonna say pineapple. So now he's
No, it's
chewing,
like
and then she's like, yeah,
pineapple
yeah.
now.
She touches it to make it taste better, and then he's eating
But the
just
texture is still
chewy.
the same.
chewy, fatty pineapple,
That's horrible.
That would make me vomit.
and he just goes,
Not helping. Not helping. Helping or hurting, Seda?
he changes it to whatever she wants, or he wants it to change, like, or just like, I was to say.
That would be like
When
He's
when
fine with
Sap
the
when
taste.
Sap saw Seda do that, and then saw Firuz's reaction, Sap sort of like kept her plate a little further, kept her food a little further away from Seda. It's like,
Ugh. So, yeah, she cancels the spell, and Fira goes back to trying to figure out this whole meat thing. And when he does, the meat kind of steams as it touches his hands and his tongue.
sweet.
Yeah,
We can cook food
Fear.
on him.
yeah. Fira's kind of getting used to that too.
Hey, Fear, just
Uh,
I need you to just
freaking
give me
Hawaiian
give me one of
pizza.
your hooves for a second. You just slap a steak on the hoof. All right, just hold that position for 5 minutes, and we're gonna flip it. 5 more minutes.
Can we switch hooves?
Sure.
Or no. Make it better. The griddle effect. You just do both on the same time.
I don't think horse legs can do that.
You can do it like this.
What does he do? Does he lean down on his person part? Okay. Anyways, there is a chance for an encounter tonight. Hang on, let me do that properly there.
The bad kind of encounter?
An encounter. It doesn't necessarily have to be bad because you guys know that it's happening. You see,
It's gonna be fucking bears.
Don't say things like that. Don't jinx us.
I have to clear the other map real fast.
Also, see, Jay knew exactly what I was talking about. Panini press.
Panani press.
His tail is. And his hooves are.
And his
hot.
his upper human part and his back horse part.
Just imagine. You know how you have the heat
I'd
radiating
upload my
from you
campfire
after you
back
have a
again.
bad sunburn? I have to imagine that's pretty much what Fear is going through right now. And I know
Okay.
Seda, I know that doesn't.
Oh boy.
Okay, so the campfire marks where you guys are roughly at.
could be like the Adventure Time deer
And-
that like just suddenly lost its shoes and it was like
And-
this.
Shy is groaning weird noises.
Because she
And-
just saw the Adventure Time deer.
no. She just saw what's going on the screen.
It's a fucking
she-
Spinosaur, isn't it?
No, you
No.
can't see the screen.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
So
Cobalt?
you don't have to take this encounter because you're aware. You're aware. Shy's just like no. Shy is, or sorry, you guys are aware of these large raptors. As they approach the camp, attracted to the campfire. You've been aware of them for about 5 minutes as you guys kind of been chilling. You kind of stopped eating and just looked over and like,
Holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
so do you want to encounter them?
Get into the chopper.
How do you mean? How do you mean we get to choose?
Meaning you can engage them or you can shoo them away.
How would we shoo them away?
We have
With
birds.
skill checks.
Giant freaking birds.
Hmm. So
I think Seda wants to try and. Yeah,
That and tame it.
So
Try
she's
to
sitting
tame
here sickly shouting no
We can
and then
totally,
suddenly
knock
screaming
them
yes.
out and then force feed them some of that meat.
oh gosh, I don't.
Hey. Firu and I have some awesome
guys!
handling.
You know, the more critters we get,
The more we
the
can
har-
send after a giant
the
Spinosaurus and
harder
maybe
it-
not
the-
die.
No, the more critters we get, the harder it is to keep us all fed.
Not really, because we can send out the other birds soon to just go get their own dang food.
I wouldn't bet on that.
don't turn this into Ark, guys. Come on, we had food problems already.
How many
I
days
ain't-
does it take us to
I ain't-
tame a raptor?
All right,
Garrett,
all right.
I ain't
Hang
gonna tame my 5th freaking shark just to hunt more meat from other sharks again.
Garrett, what do you want to do? You see these?
We can tame one, okay?
No, it's Garrett's decision.
Alright, we'll tame one and feed
There
the
you
other
go.
2 to the one we tame.
There you go.
All right,
That's a
Garrett,
cycle.
Garrett, what are you
Say
gonna
that.
do?
No, we're kidding.
Oh, I didn't really care. I don't mind shooting them.
Okay.
You mean shooing
Or
them
shooting
away?
them. Yeah.
Yeah, shooting a bullet through the head. Dead.
Yeah.
XP's mine.
That's not.
It's called slumber. But we
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
the myth.
Putting it
They
to
could be
extent.
mythic. How about we just try and scare them away, and if that doesn't work, we'll go for
Yeah,
it.
gun makes loud noise. That's scary.
All right.
I think Mama Bird's probably already making loud noises.
Okay then, Garrett.
Seda is
Say that
screaming
it's
over
like-
here.
hold on.
Garrett, you
Wait,
roll the intimidate.
gunshots?
No. Can we make knowledge nature checks to try and figure out how to scare them away?
You can make knowledge nature checks, but I want Garrett to roll an intimidate.
Yeah, let me just get with my intimidate. +2. I got this. Don't worry. I'll scare them. I'll scare them so good. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Roll your dragon pistol damage.
Alrighty.
Don't do it.
Durgan.
Just wait.
Thundering Durgan.
Wait.
Hmm?
I was talking to Shy. Just roll that damage.
6 plus. What is it? Plus wham.
Also, can I do a perception?
Once he's done. Alright. So you get 4 added to that. And you get another 2 because of circumstance because they're not really sure what's going on.
It'll probably scare away his buddies. Whoa, what the heck is that?
Yeah, the
Dad?
fire represents roughly where they're at.
Perception. Are there other raptors around?
These 3 raptors haul ass after hearing this shot. The scattered shot just go poof into the sky. They hightail it out of there. But Tay, with that, you identify them as megaraptors. They're an ancient reptilian beast, of course known as a dinosaur. Let's see. They're very, very fast. They have razor-sharp talons, nasty bite, able to leap in combat, and typically they are more prone to delivering a deadly ambush attack. So these ones were just curious as they took off. Sab, 2 more followed suit with your perception check that you did not see originally.
Where were they at?
From the
Behind those
sides.
two.
From the sides.
Clever girl.
I was gonna say that ago. Just for now, Garrett has a skin that makes him look like the hunter from Jurassic Park.
Alright.
He fashioned a hat out of what was left of the dead axe beak.
No, the map was scaled out. Alright.
Oh, we're back on big map.
Back on map. Big map. Big
All
map.
right.
There we go. Which
So
direction?
those raptors
South.
came from right around there.
South while
No,
everyone's
we're on a
doing
different map now.
perception checks.
They were just in this terrain. This represents 9 miles of terrain. Each
Anybody
hex.
else got a better perception
I was
check as we
saying
go?
what direction they went in. They went in that direction when they hightailed it out.
They scattered.
Oh no,
Yeah.
they took off like more towards the northwest.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're going south because we're trying to get to Zantash.
I've already moved you south.
Okay. So
She
We
said
can go
wait
one
for
more.
something. Oh, okay.
yeah, we were just rolling perception as we
Yep.
went.
I'm gonna do that as well, just in case.
Okay.
So as we go into the next one, we do it again.
A nasty heat begins your day.
Damn it, Führer.
As you travel, I need everybody but Firu to make a fortitude save.
That's right. He's always toasty, so he's fine, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
What is my fortitude
fair.
save? +2?
I don't know. Why would I know that?
Yeah.
You should build a better fort.
Yeah. Build a new fort called Fort Kickass.
Then. Fort not bad. Alright. Who else are we waiting on? Zeta. Yeah. Embrace the shadow.
Did Melanie do okay?
I haven't rolled Melanie. Okay. Melanie done fucked up. Melanie fucked up bad.
Now you fucked up.
She
You're
rolled a
fucked
natural
up
1
now.
and got a +1. So Melanie got a 2.
Doesn't she
11 does
have
not pass.
withstand elements though?
Does she?
Because she cast it on that tent.
She cast something on the tent,
No.
but
do
it
a
wasn't.
thing.
It was not endure elements.
So did
Oh,
we
yeah,
pass?
do I-
16
do I need-
passes. A 10 does not pass.
A 10 does not
Does
pass.
15?
A 15 does pass.
Okay.
Alright, I gotta do a surge then. 1d6. Yes.
Mhm.
Can I can't add a guidance to a surge, can I?
Nope.
Nope.
Alright, good, I'm good.
Oh,
Alright, yeah, you're fine.
nice.
Alright. Melanie, however, becomes fatigued. But we can continue to press on if you would like.
We must press on.
Wait, can't
So
she
we've
just she can get on one of the birds, can't she? Well, we're all on the birds, aren't we?
Yeah, everybody's on mounts, but she's fatigued. That means if she takes any strenuous activity herself, she will become exhausted.
Couldn't we get like a large piece of bark, put her on it, then tie the bark to the bird, and just carry her along?
Yeah, but if we run into an encounter and she's still fatigued, she can't fight.
Yeah.
Or rather, she can just only take a move or a standard, I think is how it's actually worded.
I'm sorry, what's that, Sab?
Fatigued is you can only take a standard or a move, right?
Something like that. It's here, some more conditions. Fatigued is no run, no charge, -2 to strength and dex. Exhausted is half speed, -6 to strength and dex.
Okay. So if she's just essentially being carried, though, as we go.
Yeah, she's fine. But
Okay.
if she has to do something, she's going to be at half speed, and she'll end up having to make a save afterwards to stay conscious and all that kind of stuff. If she does anything too strenuous, it can actually begin to do damage if you keep staying up for it.
So does she have any way to remove fatigue?
No, she does not.
Okay.
What does the potion of bark skin do again?
It's basically a natural armor class bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've already gone to 1 hex, right?
Yes, you've only gone 1 hex for the new day.
Okay. Do you guys want to rest for the rest of the day?
Yeah, let's do it.
Might as well ask Melanie.
Melanie, what do you
I'll
think?
rush it.
We're probably a few days travel still from Zantash.
Melanie says that if it's going to get hotter, there's nothing that's going to... Staying here won't help. She thinks that we should move on.
All right. Let's go.
Let's roll.
We go southeast instead of just directly south.
Let's check our map again.
Okay.
What was that check?
The map is directly south still. Or the map
Okay.
says you should head directly south if you're trying to make the fastest route to Zantashk.
Oh,
Right.
I'm looking at safest route, not
Yeah.
not fastest.
Well, we don't have any idea what's safe. We don't have any way to figure out what's safe.
Yeah.
We just gotta go. Wait, Seda, isn't the whole like endure elements? Isn't that a cleric spell?
It could be. As we look it up, we're going to go on a quick break and be back in about 5
Alright.
minutes. I'll leave us on voice so the chat can hear. We'll be right back.